You watched her take on aliens. But this fight takes place on another planet. Actress Sigourney Weaver plays Dr. Grace Augustine, caught in the middle of a humanoid war in the new sci-fi movie Avatar.
All right, and good morning to Sigourney Weaver, who joins us on the curvy couch. So great to see you.
Great to be here.
We're finding out we have the Stanford connection with one another.
Right.
Unfortunately, I don't have the movie connection with Sigourney,
right.
But this new movie looks fabulous. You're returning to the big screen.
I am, and actually the Avatar, which will be out at Christmas, has an environmental message, but I'm really here today to talk about the narration I did for a small documentary called The Acid Test, which is about ocean acidification, which is another result of burning fossil fuels. So we always knew that burning fossil fuels put a lot of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, but now we realize, scientists have realized that the oceans have absorbed a lot of this carbon dioxide, and when carbon dioxide mixes with seawater, it forms carbonic acid, which means that a lot of the shell organisms from plankton to krill to shrimp, they are going to be having a harder and harder time making shells. And in fact, Pacific oysters on the west coast haven't been able to reproduce in the wild since 2004. We're already seeing a 14% reduction in coral reefs off the coast of Australia, and plankton in Antarctica already weighs 30% less. So it's just another reason for us to learn how to power our lives without burning fossil fuels.
So yeah, so if you have plankton, put it down and check it out if you're at home, especially blue whales that might be watching.
Yeah.
Come out against it, clean up your plankton. Let's talk about this movie. You do great in sci-fi stuff. Is it hard doing sci-fi stuff that you know has not happened and might not happen?
Well, this movie is not science fiction. This movie, Acid Test, is all based on...
I was talking about Avatar.
Right. We'll talk about that at Christmas, maybe. But Acid Test is these are all observable effects of the increased carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. And so it's just something, as the Senate and House consider this climate bill, we need to also fund more research to...
So you're pro-cap and trade?
Oh, definitely. Right. I mean, I think there's so many alternatives, and I think if there's so much tourism, actually money coming in from the oceans and all the coastal economies, that it's actually more important to our country than staying with these fossil fuels. I think it has a bigger impact on our lives and on our children's lives.
So how can people see Acid Test?
Well, they can go to nrdc.org/acid test and watch the film. It's actually a brilliant film and very simple, very articulate and very clear. This is not a question of philosophy or theory. It's all observable effects on the ocean.
All right, Sigourney Weaver, an actress and now the narrator of Acid Test. Thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure.